and he wanted to keep doing it. A couple of years later, he found himself on a plane from Amsterdam to New Jersey with 4,000 tablets of ecstasy on his body, but as soon as he landed, he was caught and sentenced to 5 years in prison. Now, prison can obviously be a pretty scary place, and Jason was completely terrified of the prospect of going. So he decided that the next best course of action was to pretend he was insane. This involved doing things like spinning around for hours on end, and while that did pale in comparison to what other fakers were doing,
one guy that got through as a full loony took a toothpick and stuck it all the way in his dick. And, just he's like, this is what you have to do, Jason. Do this every day. Keep going to medical and telling him it hurts. And of course, I would never do that. But he got right through it. They said he's whack.
Jason successfully got himself sent to a correctional facility for mentally ill people. However, he only stayed there for a month, at which point they figured out he was faking it and sent him to prison in New York, where he proceeded to bounce around through a series of different lockups as people had a tendency to want to kill him after spending a little time with him. I'm not really sure what that's about. He should have done the toothpick thing. As you can probably gather, his time in prison was far from pleasant, and he was especially upset that his grandfather, whom he saw as a gangster, didn't approve of his behavior and cut contact with him during the time he was locked up. But fortunately for him, after 17 months, Jason was released on probation and immediately got to working on his next business idea, New York Confidential, a high-class escort business, but with the twist that Jason would only hire women who had never worked in the sex industry before so that he could provide the ideal girlfriend experience. At first, it seemed like this idea wouldn't go anywhere. Jason wasn't having immediate success. But then, a girl called Natalia
الحمد لله في كل حال. الحمد لله في كل حال. الحمد لله. الحمد لله. 5,938 8 plus